Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, I bring you an action drama movie released in 1992. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's dive into it. Tommy Riley is just a teenager trying to survive the chaos. But the universe seems to have decided his life needed a movie-worthy script. Forced to move with his dad to a rough neighborhood, he finds himself in a school where gangs run the show, and trouble greets him at the door. On his first day, Tommy is provoked by 3 bullies who, besides being in his class, seem to have GPS tracking him everywhere he goes. A pacifist by nature, Tommy tries to avoid conflict until his patience snaps after the 4th attempt to take his seat. When he finally refuses to move, the teacher shows up just in time to save the day, and the bullies promise payback during recess. And as if that weren't enough, there's a gang rivalry brewing in the school, complete with makeshift weapons. At home, things are no better. Tommy's dad, a former professional gambler, is trying to turn his life around but is constantly visited by armed debt collectors. In a rare moment of fatherly honesty, his dad admits he's been a walking disaster and promises a new job miracle to pay off the mounting debt. Meanwhile, Tommy, now promoted to responsible adult, gets a dishwashing job at the restaurant owned by a schoolmate's parents. But fate and the scriptwriters don't cut him any slack. The bullies show up at the restaurant to continue their harassment, but the situation escalates when Tommy fights back with punches. A random old man named Jack steps in to save him, offering a proposal crazier than the bullies themselves: to fight in an underground boxing ring. At first, Tommy rejects the idea but ends up negotiating like a seasoned union rep and agrees to a $150 paycheck. He even has a brief audience with the Emperor, or rather with Dawn, the restaurant owner's daughter, who strongly disapproves of his new teenage Maximus phase. Tommy's first fight is against none other than Black Death, a boxer who uses more dirty tricks than a soap opera villain. The ring's referee, probably blind, as he lets everything slide, from low blows to elbow strikes to the face. But Tommy, channeling the spirit of Maximus Decimus Meridius, turns the tables with determination and takes down his opponent. This unexpected victory is a financial relief, and for a brief moment it seems like Tommy is out of the underworld. However, Mr. Horn, the fight boss, is so impressed with Tommy's performance that he decides to make him his new cash cow. Learning that his dad has sunk even deeper into gambling debt, Tommy has no choice but to keep fighting to pay off a staggering $155,000, a sum more fitting for a mortgage. Things heat up when Tommy witnesses Lincoln, a schoolmate, ambushed by a gang. Determined to help, he jumps into the fray like he's in training for Fight Club. However, the two end up fleeing for their lives. During their escape, Lincoln reveals he has a wife and child and is also involved in underground fights to support his family. Despite the chaos, Tommy decides to watch Lincoln's fight, where his friend nearly becomes human pulp but manages to turn things around and win. This twist shows that, like Tommy, Lincoln has much to lose and everything to prove. One of the most interesting trivia pieces is that Crow, during filming, was genuinely injured in a fight scene. Now that's dedication to the role, something Tommy would definitely understand after facing Black Death. If you were in Tommy's shoes, would you stay in the fight circuit to save your father, or would you let him sink under his own choices? But let's continue with the story. Tommy can't hold back his curiosity about Horn, the walking enigma. After watching Lincoln's fight, he breaks into Noah's house to uncover the truth. The revelation: Horn is a former world boxing champion. He lost only once in his career and, of course, took brutal revenge on his rival, leaving him with a permanent injury. But here comes the plot twist. A severe leg injury ended Horn's career, forcing him to hang up his gloves and become a promoter. Ironically, this new profession made him more money than an entire boxing career, thanks to his epic, thrilling matches. Tommy's life takes a sharp turn when he dives headfirst, literally, into the underground fight scene. Everything seems perfect. He starts dating Dawn, trains with Lincoln and Romano, and makes new friends. But as the rule goes, the higher the piece, the harder the fall. Poor Romano gets sabotaged by the villain Shortcut, who smears a mysterious substance on his gloves, turning the fight into a nightmare. After being brutally beaten, Romano ends up in the hospital with a devastating diagnosis: brain death. Tommy seeks revenge by facing Shortcut in the ring. In a swift, dirty fight, literally, Tommy ends Shortcut's reign of terror. Here, I wouldn't be as nice. My choice? Finish Shortcut without mercy, with or without an audience. When things seem to be settling, Lincoln starts showing signs of brain damage. What does Horn, the world's most ethical businessman, do? Naturally, he forces Lincoln to fight Tommy. Tommy faces a painful dilemma: fight or lose his friend. Horn's threats, including kidnapping Dawn, only add to the pressure. Tommy tries to avoid hurting Lincoln but realizes that in absurd situations, logic goes out the window. This part is a clear example of how manipulation and greed are explored in sports dramas to create emotional tension. What would I do here? Try to rally the audience to boycott the fight. I definitely wouldn't take Horn's orders silently. When Lincoln finally realizes Horn is manipulating everyone, he refuses to continue the fight, sending the businessman into a fit of rage. That's when Tommy decides, enough of this nonsense, Horn. In an epic showdown, Tommy challenges Horn to a bare-knuckle fight. The moment Tommy breaks Horn's hand by forcing him to miss a punch is pure brilliance. Faking an injury to his right arm, Tommy lands a 14-punch combo that knocks Horn out cold, freeing himself and his family from their financial burdens. In the end, everyone celebrates as if they had defeated Commodus himself. So here's my incredible recommendation for you to watch. See you there.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect.